Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Okay, drama in the White House regarding federal student loan debt. This is very interesting, and it's gonna be another huge damper, I'm thinking, on our taxes. Let me get right into this. Let me just read this through. I've skimmed it, so I am going to be basically reacting to what I'm about to be reading. Let me read this to you. Okay. The U.S. Department of Education said it has scrapped another Trump-era policy in order to fully erase federal student loan debt for borrowers who claim they didn't receive the kind of college education they were promised. Isn't everyone gonna now then claim that they didn't receive the college education that they were promised, so that they don't have to pay off probably the hundreds or at least thousands of dollars debt that they owe? The change, according to the newly confirmed Education Secretary Miguel Cardona, is expected to ultimately help approximately 72,000 borrowers receive $1 billion in loan cancellation. What? Borrowers deserve a simplified and fair path to relief when they have been harmed by their institution's misconduct. Cardona said this in a March 18th press release. A close review of these claims and the associated evidence showed these borrowers have been harmed, and we will grant them a fresh start to their debt. Okay, harmed in what way? I didn't see that part during my skim. I'll get to it. The decision applies to students who already had their claims approved and received only partial relief, according to the release. In its latest move to address mounting student loan forgiveness requests, the Education Department overturned former Education Secretary Betsy DeVos's 2019 rewriting of the Obama-era standards for loan forgiveness for students who claim to be defrauded by for-profit schools, such as the now defunct education chain, like Corinthian College. The original Obama borrower defense rule in 2016 adopted a rather broad definition of fraud in college education, allowing students to apply to have their loans wiped out if they thought that the school they went to failed to deliver the education it promised. I did receive great education, but, devil's advocate here. So if I go in and just say, hey, I had terrible education, I wasn't taught what I was supposed to be taught, can you cancel out all my student loan debt? Are they going to do that? DeVos is saying it was too generous with taxpayer money, rewrote the borrower defense rule in 2019, and directed the Education Department to calculate how much the students who claimed they were defrauded benefited from their education and how much of their debt, if any, could be discharged. The calculation is based on a complex formula that compares the median salary of the students to those of the students who attended similar programs at their schools. The students would receive relief if their earnings were at a deficit. But anybody can go and do that if they just didn't go into their field. This is dumb. The overhauled system, according to DeVos, treats students fairly and ensures that taxpayers who did not go to college or who faithfully paid off their student loans do not shoulder student loan costs for those who didn't suffer harm. The Education Department at the time estimated it could save taxpayers $1.1 billion over a year span. House Democrats voted to overturn DeVos's changes in March 2020, but it was vetoed by President Donald Trump, who called it a misguided resolution that would undermine American students' ability to make choices about their education. Yes, if you are not receiving proper education, transfer schools. Stop paying that loan to that school. Take it. You can leave. You can go to a new school. I transferred colleges midway through. I changed my major in my senior year, added another year on, stacked my classes so that I could get the education and the studies that I actually wanted and that I wanted to utilize in my life. Okay, with only 6 Republicans joining them, the Democrats were unable to secure the 2/3 majority needed to override that presidential veto. So we're backtracking. They've rescinded Trump's policy that cancels the $1 billion in federal student loan debt to help out students that think they didn't get the right education. Hey, no, you don't need to pay it. Oh man, what is our world coming to? What is this? Oh. Okay, well thanks guys for listening. How do you guys feel about all this, huh? Leave it in the comments below. All right, let's have some conversations. Where did you guys go to college? Do you think that you received proper education? Hey, because if not, you could probably apply to you know, get some money back maybe. Who knows? All right, thanks guys. I will talk to you soon.